Welcome, everybody, to episode 5 of the Ridiculous Reseller Rendezvous podcast. eBay Ron is back. I hope everything is all well and family's getting healthy and resting and fighting a good fight.
Yep, cancer sucks.
Yes, it does. Normally we kick off, so what's the drink of the day? Joe, I saw you sipping on something there.
Rum and Coke.
Is it Captain or?
Oh, no, Bacardi. Spiced rum.
Bacardi.
Yeah.
What's happening down there, Ron? I heard a can open there pre-show.
I got a Ron Coke.
Is that spice?
No, it's just Coke Zero.
That's what's in mine. That's what I got in my Bacardi, spiced.
Ron got us hooked on when we came up there to your birthday last year. That the cherry Coke Zero.
Did we have some?
Yeah,
it's good.
We drink the hell out of that. Matter of fact, I got to run out to Giant tonight and get some. It's nice out. It's a beautiful day here in Central PA. I am drinking the new Lipton Hard Iced Tea. This is a half and half. Got a variety pack today. The peach is good too. I think it comes with regular peach, half and half, and strawberry. So interested to try the strawberry, but the peach is very good.
What's the percentage in that?
5.
It's right there with the rest of them.
It's better than the twisted tea though. The twisted tea is too sweet. That tastes more like iced tea, and right. I love iced tea. I'm an iced tea connoisseur.
Hey, speaking of drinking, Joe, did you get an email from a host in regards to taking a bus trip from Hollywood Casino over to Troach, the brewery, and then taking it back again?
No.
Yeah, I got 2 of them now.
I'm not a big IPA drinker. I just don't care for it.
Trogs, I like the Mad Elf and the Perpetual. That's about the only 2 I really mess with. I think Perpetual's Trogs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it is.
So, of course, the yard sale recap for this weekend sucked. It rained here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Rained Friday. Crappy on Saturday. Saturday actually turned out not to be that bad, but Friday sucked.
Well, for some people, like Joe,
what?
you beat me to a yard sale.
Oh.
And you screwed me. You paid $10 for a tape recorder, and I bought the other 7. He goes, I can get $10 a piece for those. I had already sold one this morning.
Was that on Friday?
I spent almost $500.
I got them on there. I got them on for $49 or $59 a piece. They're not as good as you think, and at least, yeah. I was more interested in the clocks and the stereo I got. I got an offer on the stereo today for 2, and I counted them at 2.5. I haven't heard back from them yet. Yeah.
Okay. How many of those tape recorders did you get?
Only 2 of them are brand new. The other one I got 3, but the other one was open. Only 2 of them are new.
Okay.
So, and the same with the clocks. The clocks I got 8 of them. Only 6 were sealed. I got down in the bottom of the box. 2 of them are open.
Okay.
So, but I got the grills too. You didn't see them, did you?
No. Well, you got there after me. You got there before me.
Yeah. No, they weren't in the pictures though. The clocks, I saw the clocks kind of in the picture, but the grills weren't in the pictures at all. When I got there, I saw them. They were Buddy L vintage, the old 70s grills, the three leg tri-leg.
Okay.
I got 2 of them. One with a hood, one without a hood.
Good. Yeah, I bought his typewriters.
I saw them. Was the Underwood any good?
I didn't buy the Underwood, believe it or not. I got the 2 Olympias, and they both got issues. And I did the listings today for them. And then the Royal, that green one, that was the paint pattern on there wasn't exactly. It's what they call. Some people call it crackle. You do a lot of glass
Okay.
for like crackle glass.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
collectors call it alligator.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that one actually worked good. The ribbon.
I think I saw that. I think I saw that one. I saw the Underwood. By then I had a pile of stuff, but I wasn't looking at anything heavy typewriter wise.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, Joe and I we did a road trip on Friday. We started down Lancaster, northeast Lancaster County, drove up in between Reading and Kutztown, then down into the city of Reading, and then back home. I got a message to Facebook. Somebody contacted the Picker page, and he used to clean out houses, and he sent me a couple pictures, and he had some Japanese Nintendo games, which I know I'll break even on those, but I wanted to get into that room because the room looked like there was all kinds of stuff, and that was my admission price, and we did pretty good there, Joe. I think. I mean, we're gonna make money off that pick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Lancaster yard sales were junk because of the rain. That was a disaster. But and then the one. Did you see that ham radio sale Ron listed?
What that I listed?
No, it was up in Reading. He probably didn't open up his the Craigslist far enough to catch it.
I think it was on a couple. I think it was on the Harrisburg one too.
Oh, was it?
It was a ham radio.
Yeah, you're breaking up. I didn't catch that.
Well, Joe's got music playing or something there.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
That was our lunch.
Little music to go on our road trips.
Yeah, we found a Bojangles chicken joint. I've never seen one north of the Mason-Dixon before, and I haven't been to one in 25 years. And we ate the hell out of that place. We brought biscuits home and everything else.
Go down south, they're all over the place.
Oh yeah. But that ham radio sale, I mean, there was a lot of stuff there. I don't know how much they sold, but I mean, his prices were on the money.
Was that on Auction Zip?
Craigslist. I found it on Craigslist.
I saw it on Craigslist. Yeah.
Underneath the yard sale?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That was the main thing I got. I saw it in the pictures.
Well, that's the same place that where you got the radios and the clocks.
No. This is a different one. This was just a ham radio. This was outside of Reading.
No, because I just look at Harrisburg, so I don't see anything else.
Yeah. You probably didn't open up the Craigslist.
I just go out like 30 miles.
Right.
I don't know if it was Harrisburg. It might have been the Allentown because I search Allentown a lot because we like to make road trips out to Allentown. And I know it popped on Allentown and then it popped on the Lancaster one for some reason, or Reading.
Oh, see, I use the app. If you use the app, it gives you a radar window that you can enlarge and close rather than using cities. And then you can open up that radar. Yeah, try the app sometime because you can make that window cover 150, 200 miles or so. And then it'll pop everything
I always check
up.
Harrisburg, York, Lancaster, and Allentown. And I did check Reading this time because I knew we were going to be out that way. And
on the regular web page, you can actually, I just did a search on 50 miles from my zip code, and I'm getting things for Manheim, York, Columbia, Bloomfield, New Freedom, Dallastown, York, Gettysburg. Yeah, so you can do the same thing. It's the same idea.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy was on the money, but I mean, he was willing to work with us. He wanted to move the stuff. The house was for, they sold the house and he had to get the stuff out of there.
He had an offer on the house. Yeah, he was ready to get rid of the stuff because he wanted to accept the offer on the house. So,
I mean, I got one good thing out of there. Joe got that radio, and I don't even know what I got. Some sort of electronic analyzer tester.
Sencor. Yeah, it's a good name. Sencor.
And the guy had the boxes for stuff. I mean, it was good stuff. But yeah, it was a good time Friday. Obviously that made our day. That and the Reading pick, but the Lancasters were a bust. But it was a good time. It was another road trip.
Good. Now you guys know the rule with the certain meters, like 10 meter or 11 meter on the ham radios. It's illegal to sell those.
No, what's that?
I think it's either 10 meter or 11 meter. There's certain CBs and ham radios that can cross frequencies, and it goes into like the federal band. So
I never knew that.
Yeah, it's an illegal. There's actually a website out there that lists like all the CB radios. President makes a number of them that can be peaked and tuned to get into that registered band, and you can get in big trouble because it bleeds over into like, federal signals.
Yeah, I never deal with ham radios too much. A lot of CBs, but usually it's microphones and stuff like that. And whatever I got, I don't know, some sort of tester or analyzer.
Yeah,
the other ham radios were big and bulky. They looked heavy.
Oh, it was old stuff. Yeah, it was old school stuff. Some of it didn't even show up on eBay. You couldn't even find them.
Yeah. So in our I'm renaming the boom or bomb or bust segment. It's now going to be Bolo or bust. Bolo and bust. So what's everybody's Bolo of the week, or what they found or sold that was very good? And
I can start this. Saturday I picked up two good things. I picked up a drum set for $100, and where is my phone?
An actual drum set, not the old electronic digital thing.
No. I don't know how this is going to turn out.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the one snare is a pearl. The other ones are a slinger or something. Only $100.
Older set?
Yeah, it's an older. I'm thinking maybe 80s.
Oh yeah.
I unloaded it. It's in my back storage, so I haven't really looked at it. And
that's
the other
good sparkle
was a hat collection.
Now, what kind of hats?
Not baseball hat, but we're talking like Western hats, fedoras. And I did one listing today so far, and it took me a little while because I was trying to do a little bit of research. It was all the hats were custom, and it's by this guy named Art Fawcett. And I think he's passed on, so they're not making any more. But this guy did professional ballroom dancing, and he had custom hats made to match his vest. So they're all in pristine condition, probably only used once or twice. And the first hat I listed, it's $400. I'm putting it on.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm kicking myself in the ass right now because I think there was 2 or 3 other ones by this name. And I just left them there because I don't know who this guy is.
Could have been some guy making them in his basement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I didn't want
no idea.
Yeah, she was asking a high price, and I looked a couple of them up. She wanted $325. I think we negotiated for $300, and she took a couple of them out that she wanted. I think it was her dad's stuff. So I'm hoping the other hats are just as good. I got about 18 of them total.
Any bust?
Besides the weather on Friday, no. I bought some golf clubs cheap. I didn't look them up. So some of those could be a bust. But I mean, when you're paying $1 a piece for big drivers, then
you just grab them.
You're okay. I can take them to the flea market and sell them for $5 a piece.
Yeah, $1 club's nothing. That's nothing at all.
Yeah, it was crazy. The guy it was a younger kid, I guess it was his dad's stuff, and he had $1, and a Nike was 10. And then I got some video games. But the mom wanted to look up the video consoles online before she quoted me a price.
Yeah, the Nike Club should be pretty good because they stopped selling hard goods a few years back. So everybody I hit Nike clubs, and there's people who are diehard Nike fans that you can't buy them anymore. You have to go to eBay to buy a Nike Club.
Yeah.
What about you there, Hip?
Just that ham radio I showed you. I think that's probably the best thing. I think really any bus. Just like Ron said, it was crappy yard sale day on Friday. I'm glad we had those two places to go.
Yeah. I'll move on to my Bolo. I think I mentioned it. Maybe it was off air to Ron. It was just sold this today.
Oh, the grass.
The grass from the stadium.
Oh yeah, you told me.
We're talking the real grass, not the smoking grass.
Yeah, it's real grass. It's not the devil's lettuce.
I wonder is that artificial?
No, it's real. I don't know.
Not being watered.
I don't know. It's still green, and it's from 2017. So I don't know.
You got to open it up and water it every 5 years.
No, they spray painted that shit.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. They spray paint it. I mean, they do down in Augusta for the golf tournament. They spray paint green. Yeah, $20 turned into 150 today. So I'll take. I never saw it before. The grass. I never knew they did that. I knew baseball. They did dirt and stuff from the baseball fields, but I never saw soccer grass. I did have a potential bust. The viewfinders, Joe. I knew I shouldn't have bought them. Got her down. I got her down a little bit. But I was taking pictures of all of them. They're not new. All the cardboard sleeves, and you fold it, and that's how you could get them out. No. Did not see that in the garage. Didn't see it in the garage.
Oh no!
So they're not even new old stock. So the potential's still there to make my money back. It was like $100. Yeah. I think I got her to 90, but I should be able to make my money back, no problem.
You're saying they aren't old, or they are?
Oh, they're old. They're retro.
They're old, but they're not new old stock.
Yeah, they're not new old stock.
They were broke open. They looked like they were new old stock, but they weren't.
I was taking photos
like Batmans or Supermans or anything like that.
Superman, Ghostbusters, Indiana Jones.
Well, that's
a couple Sesame Street. I mean, they're
I
cool.
Thought you were talking like the '60s ones.
Nah. These are just cool retro.
Okay.
It's for the 3D viewer.
Yeah. And there was the
long sleeve.
Okay.
I think there's 4 total viewfinders, 2 3Ds and 2 of the older ones, plus the slide case. So I'm very confident I'll make my money back. I just don't know.
You can make your money. You just have to part it out.
Yeah, I just don't know if the profit will be there, but I know I'll make my money back. Let's put it that way. Hey, we all pay for our education, correct?
Oh yeah.
This time we're just paying. We're paying in that form. So, Ron, you missed our draft last week. Got a lot of good. Got a few comments on YouTube. By the way, we're up to 40 subscribers.
Yippee!
So
I saw that today. My buddy at work says, "Hey, he wants to be a guest."
Does he resell, or does he just?
Nah, he sells it. He sets up and sells stuff. Down at the church, I saw him one time. Instead of being at work, he was down there selling shit. He said, I showed him an episode. He watched one podcast. He was laughing. We watched this one with Shorty.
Gee, how many times have you called off on Friday? You went out yard selling.
Oh,
always.
All the time.
Hey, I take every Friday off until August, from spring till August.
Yeah.
Now I got to save my days because I think we're planning a trip overseas. So I don't know if we could do it this fall because of my vacation time, but definitely next year for sure. But sounds like it's going to be London to Germany to Italy to France, doing a big loop. So.
How are you gonna travel? Train?
Train and motor coach.
Okay.
A lot of it's via train, so which is cool. Apparently, their train systems, way better than ours.
I flew into Heathrow and we drove up to Edinburgh, Scotland, and then back down to London again. And we all stayed in B&Bs, and that was for Lisa's, my wife's sister when she got married. She had a big castle. And it was just the four of us. It was crazy. But it wasn't until the very last day I heard that every other camera, because they don't have cops with speed traps out there. They got speed cameras. And it's only every other camera that is running. So I didn't know that. And then I found out on the last day that because I'm from out of state, out of the country, in a rental car, they wouldn't even bother sending me a ticket.
I don't know if I could drive over there. I don't know.
Oh, it's nuts, especially turning with the turn signals.
I wouldn't be able to stay on the same side of the road.
Yeah, well, I got honked at a few times, especially in downtown London.
Yeah, I was about to say my focus would be lost. I'd concentrate so hard for the first 5 minutes, and be like, "Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm on the wrong side of the road again."
No, the country wouldn't be bad. It's when you get into the city, forget it.
We hit a snowstorm, and let me tell you, they're not used to snow over there. I mean, I passed so many accidents, and I was driving, and I was fine because I had a little front-wheel drive car, and there was an exit to the left, and next thing I know, this car was got off the exit, and I happened to look over, and now he's rolling down the hill on the other side of the exit towards me.
Remember the scene out of what was it? The National Lampoon's European Vacation, where they're Chevy Chase. They're driving around that roundabout there.
Yeah,
in
the
London.
Big Ben. Look, kids, Big Ben.
I did that in Philly when my brother and I used to have a towing company. I towed a car down to Philly, and somehow I got caught by the art museum, and there's one of them loops there. I went around that thing 4 or 5 times with the tow truck. I couldn't get out. The traffic was so heavy. Nobody would let you over, so I can get back across the river to get on the Schuylkill. I was like, I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, it was like a NASCAR, just around and around and around. And so I really don't want to drive over there. That's for sure.
Oh, I got one for you. I was in DC, and we're just sightseeing. It was me and my first wife, and I happened to take a red light too fast. It was a turning lanes, and it turned red. So I gunned it, and I spun the tires going around the corner, and happened to be right in front of the White House. And I must have had 8 cop cars surround me instantly. And I got my AAA book, and my ex drew a little picture of a car and all these cops around me. I got a warning. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, we went to DC twice the past couple of years, and we parked right by the Federal Reserve, so we could walk up around to see the White House. And we weren't sure if we could park there, but other people were parking there. So we come back down around. We got in just in time when the parking guy was coming. I was like, we narrowly escaped a ticket probably by 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were in my pickup or we rented one year we rented a big ass GMC Denali Yukon, big old thing.
Mm-hmm.
I parallel parked that thing all weekend long. I was quite proud of myself. Although the cameras,
the parallel park.
Yeah, well, it had the cameras in there too, so you had like the overhead view of the thing. Oh, mm-hmm. It was decked out. It was probably
mine doesn't have that. I don't have the Denali, but I got just about every other package that the Denali has, except that and the heads up and the sunroof. But yeah, I parallel park without a problem, but I back in the vertical spots. I always have to back in.
Yeah, I do pretty good on my truck. My pickup truck. Them Fords have bad turning radiuses. So welcome back, Joe. The old Commodore 64 lost power or what?
No, it was a phone call. I got a phone call and it drops everything. Scam likely. I hit the stop button and I lost everything. You were there. You were still there. I just couldn't hear anything. So I went back out and reconnected.
All right. So this week's. Do you guys want to do top 3 or top 5? I don't know how many answers you guys got.
You better go 3.
All right.
That was a tough one. I mean, I got 5 of them, but I have a feeling 1 or 2 are going to get pulled out here. So
we'll start with 3.
I got a whole laundry list.
Well, Here, Larry. We'll start with 3. At the end of 3 rounds, if we feel like we can go on, we'll go on.
All right.
Same thing. We'll pick the order here. Let's bring the old picker wheel back up to see who goes first.
Get that wheel. Give me that number 1 pick again.
All right. The best pick is number 3 because you get back to back in the first and second round there.
Well, yeah, but I want to get that first one out of the way. I know I'll knock it off the board.
Up. There it is.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. There we go.
Last second, it is switched over. All right, so let's take Hippy off the board here. You get the second pick. Oh. I don't know what's going on with all that. And Ron, you pick third. Let's get that off the screen there. So I add our list to the screen in post editing and stuff like that. So people, if you want to follow along, you have to write it down because that's what I do. So what is your number 1 there, Joe? Let's just rename this. This is the top 3 or top 5 yard sale, garage sale, pet peeves. And it could be anything you dislike about sourcing at yard sales. Anything.
You ready? We're not open yet. It's a yard sale. The driveway is packed, and we're not open yet. Come on.
Yeah, just take out your wad of money. You say, "Are you sure?"
We've done that before. It don't work.
We did. We did that out in Allentown, right? Remember? I had that wad of cash, man. I'm like, oh, I guess you don't want the cash then, huh?
Nope.
That was on my top list. That was a first rounder. I am going to go with the one I hate the most. The most. People who list a community yard sale and they're the only damn yard sale in the community. They sucker you in thinking, oh, there's 75 homes in the development. You drive around that thing for half an hour and there's one. If you're lucky, maybe 2. And you know they did it. It wasn't even an advertised community yard sale. They just made it up. Oh, I can't stand that. I can't stand that.
That was high on my list too.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good one.
All right, Ron, you're up.
We'll go with this one. I hate it when the drivers got a window shot from their car. They're driving a mile an hour, and they're driving by, and they're looking out the window, and I'm right on their ass. I have to honk the horn, and then they just look in the rearview mirror, give me the finger, and they keep looking around. I'm like, you can't see from your car what's on the boxes or on the tables.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Get out. Look.
I don't do that until the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'll do that.
I don't have that on my list, but that is I forgot all about that one. Now, we do it. I mean, I know Joe and I do it, but we don't do it until like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. But then people who do it at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah. Justin's always hollering. Come on, dude.
Honking horns. Got a good video. No, that was another topic there from the Allentown that day. Ron, you go back to back, coming back around on the turn, so you get your round 2 pick right away.
Okay, well, we'll keep it in the same category there. I hate it when people don't know how to park.
Oh, that was mine.
They park out in the middle of the road or have their butt sticking out. or my biggest one is like when they park on the wrong side of the road. And then they're pulling out, and of course, I'm in the right side of the road, and I'm pulling out, and I have to stop because they can't see me.
I'm gonna have a little hands up accountability because I do that.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I would do it too, but only if it's like an empty area. When it's busy or something like that.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
No, I won't do it.
Yeah.
Now, what is your feeling, Ron? Since you picked this topic, What is your feeling on parking in front of driveways of the people who are having the sale?
No problem at all. Because it's part of the street.
That's the best spot. That's the best spot, and everybody avoids them.
Yeah,
I mean,
I do.
The driveway's full of stuff. I mean, what are they going to do? Someone going to pull in the driveway?
Exactly. Nobody's coming out.
I've never once been yelled at for that.
Yeah.
I've been yelled at for parking in front of someone's, mailbox or trash.
Now, I will avoid doing it if I see somebody like carrying or dollying a huge piece of furniture and appliance. Like, oh, they're coming down to load somebody up. Probably. I don't want to take that spot from that. But other than that, it is 98%. It is fair game.
That's the best spot. It's always open. People are afraid to park in front of it. I don't know why.
Not me.
I do it all the time.
Not me. Joe with a round 2 pick. Or wait, I'm sorry. It's me.
No, you're up. Yeah, you're up.
I hate. I hate the eBay listing people.
The printouts. Yeah, damn it. That was mine.
You're selling. Dude, you're selling a used baby bottle, and you print it out an eBay listing for $2. Pay for the ink. I can't stand it.
Oh, I've gotten in situations where I'm like, did you look at completed or active? Well, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I can ask $500 for this pen all day long, but you got to go to completed to see it only sells for $1, not $100. So that $50 you're asking is just stupid.
And I don't even care if they do it on something that's really high value that has potential sell, but they have a tendency to do it across the board. Like,
oh yeah,
hey, here's this can of air duster. I get it. You have the eBay comp printed out for that big stereo receiver, but why are you what in God's name are you doing? Taking your time to print out a sheet of paper to put on a can of air duster. It's just, can't stand it. Can't stand it. Now you're up, Joe, with round 2.
Let me see. I got 2 left here. I got to figure out which order here.
This should have been a double drink today because I knew this was going to be a.
I might have to go refill. I don't like when they don't have prices on stuff. I'm there to buy and resell. I'm not an appraiser. Don't tell me to make an offer on something. Have if you're going to have a yard sale, have it ready to sell. If you're there to get rid of stuff, do your job. If you're gonna do a background on it and check it out, that's fine. I'm not here to appraise stuff. I'm here to buy stuff. So, if you want to get rid of it, have it ready to sell.
Yeah, I don't mind the no prices. That if I ask if there is no price, how much is it? And they're like, oh, $2. That's fine.
No, it's the guys that come back and say, well, what's it worth to you? No, come on.
If you really want to know, I'll tell you my number.
Yeah. Be ready to sell the stuff. That's all.
If I ask you, you tell me what it's worth. If you don't have a tag on it, but I'm expecting a price right away. Most of the time it's like $1.
I've been doing this for how many years? 20, 25 plus years, Yeah, I know what some stuff's worth, but I learned that over 25 years. That doesn't come free. If you want me to appraise this stuff for you, I'm going to charge you. I'm going to charge you to appraise it.
Yeah.
So
I completely agree with that. All right.
Everybody else does. So.
Yeah, there's professional appraisers.
On the opposite side, especially when it comes to a flea market, because they're all dealers at the flea markets.
Well,
that's
a
they
whole
got
different
the time
story.
To sit there and price every item, then they're asking too much money.
Yeah.
When I sell at the flea market every 3 years, whenever my trailer is full, it's blow it out. I don't put a price on anything.
But you have a
high-dollar items.
You got a price up here, and when they ask you, you tell them. Yeah. You're ready for it. Yeah, you go in there. Well, make me an offer. Oh, what would you pay for it? No.
Oh, I'll make an offer, I got no problem with that. Some people will tell me I'm smoking crack, but
Well,
I turn around and get my phone
yeah.
out, and again, my phone defaults to completed. It's sourced by high price first. I scroll down, go to page 5 to give them an average.
All right, around the turn there, Joe. You're back.
I got one.
Round 3.
I got one left. You pull up, they got 5 or 6 tables, and they got 6 items on all 6 tables, and that's it. It's like, why? Why even bother? Why bother? And this is at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not talking they sold out. I'm talking first thing in the morning. They're set up and ready to go with 5 tables, and they got 6 items. That's it.
That was their intent too, all day.
Oh,
I want to sell these 3 coffee mugs and these 2 hand towels.
Yeah.
Could have just stayed in bed.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Round 3 for me. I will go with the runners. Joe and I saw a lady on Friday. The people who literally get out of the car and they think they're running the 50-meter, or I don't know that metric system, but they're running the 50-meter sprint to the garage. And then you watch them, because I love watching people, is they sprint up the driveway, and the first thing they go to is not something that's worth a lot of money. It's like something so stupid.
The baby clothes.
Yeah, baby clothes. Or like, bath towels,
A pair of shoes that's falling apart.
Yeah.
Yes.
They run right past, the Bose speakers that are $200 or $300, and they're picking up, how much for the tape measure? Yeah. It's like, just slow down. Everybody take a breath, slow down. Nobody's after that damn tape measure.
The only time I'm in a hurry is like 6:30, 6:45, 7 o'clock. I'm in a development and I'm at the first sale, and I'll ask, okay, how much is the Sega Genesis? Well, I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if my son's awake. That's his. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm like, really? I can only be first at only 2 or 3 sales that early in the morning. That just screwed me. Now I'm waiting 10 minutes for the kid to get up to come down. I'm like, I don't know. $50. And I'm thinking 10.
Yeah. Oh, don't even get me started, Ron. I have a video last week. I got a lot of heat in the comments on my picker page. I'm no good. I'm a scumbag. I give us resellers a bad name. Go watch the video. And if you can call me and I'll break down my mathematics, because I'm a part-time seller. And you probably would have paid more because you do it full-time and it's your livelihood, but not me. I mean,
actually, think about it the other way around. I'm a little on the cheap side on certain things because I do got to make so much money. I don't have a full-time income coming in.
Yeah.
I don't have retirement or anything like that. So I need to have enough profit. I'm not going to buy something for 50 and sell it for 100. After eBay fees, listing, and my time, I got 45 minutes into it, testing and stuff. And all of a sudden I make $15 at the end.
Yep.
No,
and
it's not worth it.
And that's what I kind of shut a lot of people up is you don't understand. Like a lot of the YouTube sellers or people who resell, they like to throw out that top line number. And I hate the top line number because at the end of the day, businesses are sustained with the bottom line. You got to figure in the bottom line.
Yeah, you don't make
sure
money
enough. That top line number sounds great, but when you take everything off of it, your bottom line number is like, shit, I made $10. You know how much time I got into that? It's ridiculous. That was my pick was the runner. Ron, round 3, your third pick.
Oh, you guys are going to love this one. It's not so bad this time of year, but I've seen it happen already a couple times. How many times you're out there yard sailing and you're chasing signs, especially in the summer, and you're like, where the fuck is it? I got the right address. I go back and look at it. This damn sign's a month old. What the hell? Take down your signs, people.
That's a good one.
Crazy.
Or a funny story with Joe up there at the 100-mile yard sale last year. So we go up Thursday. Well, we went up, what was that, Thursday night, right?
Yeah,
Or Thursday morning.
Yeah.
So Thursday evening, I'm like, all right, we're going to go out and scour these yard sales in the afternoons, catch people setting up for tomorrow. We see this sign, yard sale, half a mile. Left, great. Left, had the arrow. We go and we see the fire hall, and it's not that. There's a sign at the fire hall, 1/8 of a mile. We keep going. We go further than 1/8 of a mile. And we are now on like a strip mine property. The road has turned from like pavement to tar and chip to stone. Now we're like dirt. And I'm like, we got to turn around. I think we're trespassing on a mining property. And all of a sudden, out in the middle of nowhere, yard sale, 1/8 of a mile. It's the same sign. Luckily, we did, because it turned out blow molds were right around the corner from that. But we traveled, 1/8 of a mile. We probably went 4 miles, 5 miles.
I thought you were going to say you passed another sign saying 1/8 of a mile pointing in the opposite direction where you just came from.
Yeah, that was a train wreck. I didn't know where we were. No cell service. The GPS was like, there's no road. It was just an arrow pointing in a green sea of nothingness. Oh, the signs are bad.
Yeah.
Can you do 2 more rounds there, Joe?
The right office down is so small you can't read what it says.
My list is empty. I sit back and watch you guys. That's it for my list. I had 5, and that's it. But that's a good one. I like the sign one. That's a good one. Yeah,
the sign chasers. Oh, I can't stand that. Just the bad signs.
I would chase signs in the summer when there's no more development sales and their sales are all spread out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm going from one place to another and I'll see a sign, I'll follow it. I'll chase it down. And I tell people, hey, I saw your sign and it's working.
Joe knows me. We turn off a road. I give you 2-3 blocks max. If I don't see another sign, swinging a Huey and back out.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Put an address on the damn sign. At least put an address on it.
Give me arrows. Point me in the right direction.
Just give me an address. That way, if I don't see another sign, at least I have the address to throw in the GPS. It's there.
Yeah, but when people write the address, it's so small. I can't see what the hell that says when I'm driving by at 15 miles an hour.
I've
the yard sale sign.
Band script that's like a 12-point size. It's like this big.
or it's on brown cardboard.
Yeah.
Got faded because they put the sign out Thursday for Saturday and the cardboard faded.
Yeah, it rained every day. Yeah, it rained every day up to it.
The poster board, and it rained the night before. Now it's just sagging, so you got to get out of the car and lift the sign up to see where the hell it points to. Oh man. A 4th pick for you there, Ron.
Well, that's an odd one. We touch base on about sellers who think they know what it's worth. How about other people that don't like you that try and leapfrog you in a development sale or something like that?
Oh, the old leapfrogs.
Yes. It's like, I'm going to get ahead of him.
Yeah, leapfrog pickers.
And then you turn around and do it. So you're only hitting every other sale.
I did not before.
I leapfrog somewhat. It depends on who I see in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it depends on who it is. Yeah,
because there's a lot of times then people don't buy what I buy, or they have a very good tendency to skip stuff. Like, how did you not? You walk, like, what are you doing? Like, we buy the same stuff and you just walk right past that. That's something's wrong with them. So leapfrogging pickers
who call me a liar and a fibber and stuff because they see it's impossible for one person to have 5,000 listings in their eBay store. And then it's like, why do you lie? I know you have a team or your whole family helps. I'm like, no, it's just me. It's not that hard.
Is that what somebody says?
A lot of people say that. They don't believe it's a one-man job. I'm like, look, I do it full time. I'm dedicated. The people who do it full time or say they do it full time, They may get up, answer a couple questions, go back to bed. 2 o'clock rolls around. They may get up and look up a couple things, do 1 or 2 listings. And it takes them 3 hours to do that. That's not full time.
Really, Ron has a whole team of guys. That comes in at nighttime and takes care of all the listing for him.
He's got a sweatshop.
I couldn't do that. My wife keeps telling me, so why don't you hire somebody? Because I literally have easily 1,000+ items that need to get listed. I'm so far backed up. I've got a winter supply boxes of smalls that's full of Hot Wheels, red lines, Matchbox, case knives, watches, jewelry. I put all kinds of small stuff that's worth like $10, $20, $25. And when a flat's full, I put it in a box. And the box is full, I tape it shut. I mean, I got 6 boxes over in the corner here, and I bet you there's easily 1,200 or 1,400 items in there. I haven't touched it in years. I got vintage clothing boxes from my old place, and then some of that stuff is, oh my God, I would bet you some of that stuff could be 7, 8 years old. I mean, I've got vintage jackets, leather jackets. I've got wool blankets. I got Chanel blankets. There's, I picked up a whole collection of like 70s and 80s Western wear shirts and stuff. Some of those are worth hundreds of dollars. I just never got around to getting the stuff done. I can't get caught up. But, this time of the year, because I do it full time and don't have a full-time job, I have to buy while I can when it's cheap.
Oh, yeah.
And then store it for the winter because prices go sky high in the wintertime at all the auctions. So that's why I put stuff back.
Round 4, I'm going to go with this one. I can't stand these people. And these are buyers. These ain't necessarily the people at the running the yard sale. The hoarders. They'll grab 10 things. They'll grab 10 good things. Then they'll start asking prices. And when the person says, "Oh, it's $25 and it's eBay retail," "Oh, I don't want that," and they'll put it back. But they snatch everything up and then they put it back once they find out the prices. Oh, I can't stand that. Like, dude, just you didn't pay for it. It's not yours yet. Like,
I see a lot of that at church sales.
Yeah,
they'll go in and then they'll grab all their stuff that they want. And then they have a pile. Now, granted, like a church sales, a lot of stuff is priced. And then they turn around, they look the stuff up on their phones, and then they put back the stuff they don't want.
Now, I'll make a pile, but I'm pretty much committed to buy because usually, hey, how much is this? $1? Okay. How much is that? $2? Okay. And but I am committed to buy it. You know what I mean? I'm not putting that stuff back. I'll put it back if somebody really pisses me off, like the guy running the yard sale, like. Whatever, but for most part, I'm committed to buy it. Once I grab it and start moving along with it, or put it in a bag or tote, I'm committed at that point. But there's a lot of people who just grab. Same thing, look it up, or they find out what the guy wants for it because no price tags are on it. They just start putting the stuff back. I'm thinking, oh, man, can't stand that. Can't stand it. That's the hoarder pickers.
Oh, I got one more coming around now.
All right. Oh, I knew where Joe would be in there.
Yeah. And Sammy the swindler, when you're up there going through stuff and somebody brings out, and you know which one it is, start bringing out football figures, and I'm going through and I'm taking, and he comes up beside you and starts taking them out of the box while you're trying to buy the things. It's like, what are you doing, dude? These are mine. And he just starts taking them right out of the box.
The old picker overreach.
Oh yeah. The guy brings out all these. They were better than starting lineup figures. They were the legends or something like that. And he had them for years, and he decided he wanted to get rid of them. Well, he breaks them open, and I started getting all the Steeler ones. Well, this big guy comes out of nowhere, and he starts taking them out of the box when he brings another box up. He's trying to show them to me. He just starts putting them on a pile for his own. I'm like, what are you doing?
Joe's looking to buy the whole collection there. And this guy's like cherry picking out of your collection.
He cut right in. Next box, he started taking them out of them. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, I've had people do that to me a lot.
Yeah.
and I try and take a mental snapshot of who they are, so I do it
Oh,
back.
we know who the guy is.
Oh yeah, we know a few.
Yeah,
happens a lot of time with video games. If you're rooting through video games, people just come up and start snatching video games that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't technically discard that video game. I'm just putting that down there for a second because I'm thinking about buying it. It's not in the throwaway pile that I already looked through. Like Jesus, or they'll stand right over your shoulder and breathe on you, and just waiting for you to make a move. You flinch one time, they snatch out of your hands.
I do this. I have this happen all the time, especially in the beginning of the auction of the sales. It's busy. I pay as I go. They give me a price. I give them money. I put it in a pile. Because too many times people pick up the stuff and they ask how much this is. I go, I'll turn around and say, I'm sorry, that's already sold. I'm taking that. They go, did you pay for it yet? Is it yours? Actually, yes, I did pay for it, and it is mine. Because then they can't say anything.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Now it's theft.
Yeah.
Now it's a misdemeanor.
But that it goes the other way too, because now you can't bundle.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially, I had a good example. People don't know how to price things in bulk. Either they're too high or they're too low. I had some nice pots and pans at an auction. At a yard sale 2 weeks ago, and the lady wanted $35 for the whole box, or $2 a piece. So I pulled out the 5 pieces that were good and left maybe 3 things that are just junk, rusted, dented, whatever. It was $10. I'm like, I'm going to pay by the piece.
Oh, they
instead of the whole
good.
thing.
They're just not good at math.
Yeah. That's a lack of math skills.
Wow.
It happens at auctions too when they do choice.
Oh yeah.
I was at a good example. It was padlocks, antique padlocks, and what happens that they get down to $2, and then the auctioneer will sell the whole lot. So no one wanted to bid 5. I down to 2. I took 2. And I went up and I took all the good ones, and everyone was pissed. They could have bid the 3 and took choice. They were waiting to get the whole thing. I still paid much less than what I would have paid for the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just lack of math.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know math. Joe, do you have a 5th round pick?
No, that's it.
Now you're washed out.
I'm ready for another drink.
So 2 more picks left. It comes back to me, then Ron will finish it up.
I'm gonna get that drink. I can still hear you.
There's a couple I could choose from, but I will go with the. Now we can get Joe's vote on this because this kind of ties in together. Too many yard sales, communities having them at once, and by that I mean kind of like the weather.
I was going to say, yeah, the weather.
Like, the weather pushes them all to one weekend. And it's like, oh, come on. I hate that. It's great. It's a lot of sales, but it's a lot of work. I mean, you're humping it that day. I mean, there's a lot of chances you can go to neighborhoods at 9, 10 o'clock. They're not picked through because there's 20 community sales, and I don't like them all stacked up on one day. That's just me, but I hate that about yard sales. And particularly here in PA with the spring, it's usually weather related. An overabundance of sales on one weekend.
Well, for some reason, the sellers, if they have garages and stuff, they think that people won't show up. The resellers will always show up.
Oh yeah.
Have your yard sale. Open your garage up and sell from the garage. It's not going to stop resellers from coming out. Mm-mm. If you have anything out there, they'll be out there first thing in the morning. Just open up.
Yeah, I know I will be.
Yeah, some buyers out there, they're out there at 5 o'clock in the morning driving around.
Yeah.
Some people will tell me, they go, yeah, we opened the garage door at 6 o'clock or 5:45 or whatever. And they go, there's 2 people standing out front. They walked right up. She goes, it doesn't start until 8.
It starts when that garage door opens.
Yep. I can't get up that early. I am not a morning person.
Yeah, I'm not either, but I'm used to it. I'm up at 4:30 every day, so I'm used to it. I'm one of the early people. Justin is too. He's out there.
I'm an early bird.
We're out there early. Around 2, sometimes 3 or 4.
Oh no.
Oh, there's been plenty of hungover Saturday yard sale. Did you ever have to?
Hungover. I do my drinking on Saturday night.
I'm not an alcoholic, and I know the first step is denial. But have you ever had a rough Friday night that you actually had to stop the car and heave or actually throw up Saturday morning?
Nope.
I don't think I ever threw up, but I heaved. I had to stop and heave.
Yeah. You had a couple rough mornings there. I remember them.
Last year, and that morning in York, but that really wasn't hungover. It was
no, that was just a migraine. But there was one.
I didn't even drive. I made Joe drive.
You had a couple hangovers too.
Yeah. Walk right past shit on the table because eyes are all hazy yet.
You don't even care. You're just out there doing the march.
Brush my teeth and you still smell the whiskey on my breath. So last pick of the draft. Go ahead, Ron. Finish her out for us.
I'm sure you guys both had it happen. It's the sellers that say, "Oh, that works perfect. No problems at all." You get home, the damn thing don't even turn on.
Lying sellers.
And they turn around like, "I'll buy something." And they go, "Oh, yeah, it works great." I said, "Is this the power supply for it?" And they go, "Yeah." Why does it say Panasonic on it? And this is a Sony. It don't even fit in the hole.
What was that coffee maker I got 2 years ago? She said brand new in the box.
Brand new in the box.
It wasn't even the same damn coffee maker.
I don't even know how they got it in that box.
I don't know. Sons of bitches.
I bought a brand new Bose receiver at Kleinfelder's one time. Brand new, taped shut, never opened. I go home, open it up. It's a damn Techniques receiver. It don't even work. Thank goodness I was a regular buyer back then, and they took it back.
Yeah. That was man, that's funny. I can't stand that. Just or it, they'll just say it's new and it's not new. Like, it is the correct thing. Oh yeah, we got that as a wedding gift. We never used it.
Oh, it's new.
Like a nice new old stock.
We only used it one time.
Yeah, well then it's used.
It's brand new. We only used it once. It's not brand new then.
Jeez,
if you buy a brand new car, if you buy a brand new RV and take it cross country and come back and try to sell it, you can't sell it as new. Somebody shit on the toilet already. I mean, it's used. Yeah, that coffee maker, that was a good one. That was a few years ago now.
Yeah, it was an Asian woman. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, brand new, never used. Okay. Yeah, it was sealed, man. How did they get this? It's not even the same coffee maker.
I don't even go to that house. They had one this year already. It was on the side of Trindle Station.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because there's an estate sale behind
it. We parked there and we walked over to it because it's not even connected to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the place that does they have dog stuff, a bunch of dog stuff? I think they do grooming there or something. I know that's close to Trindle Station.
No. It was. Okay. If you go into Trindle and go to the right and go over as far as you can, there's a dead end road, and if you park there, the neighborhood right next to it, it's on the edge of.
They're like townhomes or little condos.
Yeah.
Not affiliated with Trindle Station, but they sit right off to the side.
We walked over. It was raining, I think, that day too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything. We walked over there. I still remember it. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, brand new.
Brand new in the box. Yeah, it was.
At least it was only $5. I mean,
yeah,
it was cheap. It was cheap.
You gamble $5. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Well, that was good. The top 5. I don't know what next week's will be. Anybody have comments? You can write it in the comments and let us know what you guys want to hear from us. An update to the draft. I told Joe earlier that those last week's most common things we find at yard sales, mostly trash. We knew it would have been said if you were here, Ron, but we missed Hess trucks. Hess trucks are almost at every yard sale.
He said somebody was screaming, Hess trucks, Hess trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole video there watching like Hess trucks. Just say Hess trucks.
And that's a good one. Yeah.
Baby clothes.
That was the number one. That was number one.
That was
Did anyone have Trivial Pursuit?
I don't believe we said that.
That's a good one though. Yeah, you see.
I always see them and they don't sell. Yeah. I keep trying to remember to look them up because you see them every sale.
Yeah.
Let me see here real quick. Guy from Lancaster, they have a podcast, the full-time sellers podcast. Pauses so the sound don't come through. The quirky picker Chad, which I actually met and had breakfast with one morning in Lancaster this year. His list was coffee mugs, books, digital alarm clocks, clear glass, and plush. And then Kurt McComb said Hess trucks. I'm screaming Hess trucks at the screen during the draft. But I'm working on a guest next week. I don't know if we could do it Monday, but we might have to pick another date. So don't want to give out who it is yet. Him and his wife would be on. If not, get a hold of Kurt, see if he's interested in coming on here, Ron.
Yeah, I'll say something.
See if he could do next Monday or something like that. And Joe just left.
Refill.
I'm back.
Yeah. Send a shout out to. We'll have Shorty on again for sure. This time we'll have the video working right.
Yeah. Okay. Can you get 4 people on here?
Yeah, we can get 4. We can get up to 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to get better glasses to see that down on this little screen.
Maybe trim them nose hairs too. You're so face up in the camera. Get one of them old razors you have for sale.
I'm gonna have to switch over to the computer screen.
I got tons of razors. They're in my small winter supply boxes.
You're gonna be on the lookout for used nose trimmers this week, Joe.
It's okay.
Just use duct tape.
All right, fellas. Enjoy your week. Let's have a good week at yard sales coming up. Hopefully the weather cooperates. Sounds like it'll be better than last week. So